guys, Major Colton here, and today I'm going to be giving you a sniper cannon tank. This is both good for training and for conquest, because I've seen plenty of people in conquest that had stayed still for just that split second right as this guy fired. And when you get hit by both of these dead on, you're almost dead, if not dead. Like, if you're not dead, you're pretty close to it. As you can see, here's the list of the parts you're going to be needing, but since not many people are familiar with these build types, I'm going to be going in and showing you parts and whatnot. When we're done, the stats should be, the score should be 1100, 467, and the grade should be fair with a sync of 62.82. However, I must say, the only reason its sync is so low is because there is no chip for extra ammo, which this guy has dual shoulder units of extra ammo clips. And since there's no chip for that, if you use extra ammo in a Unac, it's something in the game. They need to fix it with the next update or something. They need to put in a chip that takes that spot, but because there's no chip for it, it messes up the sync. But really, that doesn't affect the way it works at all. See, this piece right here is why the sync is a little messed up, but in reality, it's actually a lot higher than it says, so you'll have to bear with me. Actually, I haven't actually used this in a while, so let's change the head right here to the HDR EO6, because after that last patch, Chico's is gonna, so we need to up your CE armor. So this would be a pretty decent fortressy build for this unit. It's gonna be pretty stationary. This has enough to buff out almost every rifle and every battle rifle. Well, pretty much almost every laser rifle. And it has a crap ton of AP. Very good energy recovery. And all in all, this is just a really well-written fortress build that I really like. Personally, I'm not a fan of it because these kind of types are really slow. And since it's a Unac, it'll cover all the stability. Because Unacs have an unfair amount of accuracy, especially with since you can actually turn up their accuracy. It's kind of like the way that this FCS might be what their lock on, but they have a bunch of internal FCSs in the programming. But head, HDR, EO6, jack, core, COD, S29, Kocho, Model 1 arms, LET, a D14 Haikyubo, tank legs, Usagumo Model 1 FCS, so they'll see them extremely far off and be firing a long time before they ever get close. And the generator, the GA319, and recon units 380 with an operational time of 1,200. The oscillatory Model 1s. And as for the sniper cannons, you're going to use the AMSCA 219s and have both of them spec to full power, because this is a triple shot one, and if 6 of these all hit you simultaneously, you're pretty much screwed. And have the Muratori Model 2 reverse magazines, so they'll have a lot of bullets to be thrown at your enemy. And for your back, you're going to want to use, on the right, the Kima Ryu Model 2 fully spec for power sniper rifle, and the 40-shot Kurosawa fully spec to power AUL K29, so that whenever you finally run out of ammo, that you'll have this stuff to be firing off for your Unac afterwards. But now that that's done, let's get to the Unac part. And I'm probably going to split this I may end up splitting this video into 2 parts. So yeah. Actually no, I'm not going to, because honestly, if you want this, I'll just leave it all as one big video, but as a build video and a Unac video, simply because not a lot of people use sniper cannon tanks, honestly. Like, I see a lot of sniper cannon quads, but not a lot of sniper cannon tanks. Really, it's mostly Unacs that pull this job. Simply because just humans aren't as accurate, and it's easier to mass produce just hundreds of these things than to just have a few people that are alright shot, pretty much. But let's get to the customized operations, and as I said, this is good for conquest because if it hits someone, they're almost dead instantly, but it's not good for certain maps, keep that in mind. And for training wise, it's good to train against so that you can actually practice, you know, dodging sniper cannon rounds pretty much, like the Matrix style. And as all my other Unac videos, just remember to look up top right for the name of the chip and just pause as needed. So, because I'm just going to go through, show you all the stats, because if I sat here and explained all the stuff, we'd be here an hour or more, because these Unacs take me a few hours to make each of them. And, well, quite honestly, half of what I would explain you might not understand for now. So I'm just going to go through and give you the stuff, so you can get right on to using it. I'll do all the thinking for you and whatnot. Just pause as needed. And like I said, this build is very good in Conquest if it actually makes that hit. Don't be discouraged if it doesn't make a hit for a little bit, because it will miss quite a lot of shots, simply because people, depending on who you're fighting, because it's really it's kind of like I don't know, it's one of those things, it's a wild card kind of Unac, like you bring it there, kind of like it's basically like a long range pile drive pretty much. As you can tell, I have the FCS malfunction response set to off, because if this guy's flash rocketed, it means they're obviously super close range, and you guys need to be pulling the guys off of the Unac. And we don't want this Unac wasting its ammo. Like, even after it gets the extra ammo clips, it still will drain it pretty fast. Won't have any actually, no. That's why the sink is messed up, because this chip is empty, pretty much. And that's what's doing that. It's got this little gap, and that's what's causing the sync issue. But it won't cause any latency in the actual fighting. And if you do not have these chips, like if you see a chip you don't have, that might mean that you just need to expand your chips more. I recommend trying to get everything fully expanded before you do these tutorials, because I'm not sure what you have and what you don't have. And these build tutorials and these Unac tutorials are really meant for like pretty much the best you could possibly put into it. So there's no like halfway point and whatnot. You have to just invest all your money into this if you want it, because it does cost a pretty penny. I remember when we pre-ordered the game and I got this, I did for the first month, I wasn't able to make that great of Unacs, simply because I didn't have the money, because all my money was going to buying all the parts in the game. And well, I already showed you this, I think, yeah. And that's it. And like I said, this is a wild card Unac. If it hits them, it's gonna hurt, and it can easily tip the tide of battle in your favor if it makes contact. Or you can use it in your own little practice sessions of testing it out against the Unac, and just bring this one up and just test out, and for your own betterment, to be better at dodging high velocity projectiles and whatnot. And if you like the video, share it around, show some newer players this stuff. Some of the builds like this are really meant not only for Conquest, but it's also meant as a training drone to help the newer players get better in various ways. So to direct them to the channel, and as I upload stuff, they can see it and, you know, get better and whatnot. Help build the community back up and stuff. But if you like the build, comment, like, subscribe, leave a comment below what you thought of it, if you used it and whatnot, if you've trained against it and you liked it. But I'll see you in the next video. Green Cadillac.